Salute, salute, salute all my generals, all my lines, all my real men, all my kings, all my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Chu, aka Chulo, aka Bobby Steele, aka Porter Rock BX Finest. Let's get into it, man. Yo, listen. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. A lot of dudes, some people like, they feel like all I'm talking about is my wins or the wins and the dubs. And I mean, of course, you know, I got more dubs than I got L's. I have taken some L's though. So, you know, dudes want to hear about the L's. I've spoken on them. It's not like I haven't spoken on them. Y'all just watching the newer content where I'm talking about shit that popped off, and maybe I ended up on the upper echelon of things. But at the end of the day, of course I took L's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done got popped on. I got cut before. I got stabbed before. Dudes try to yak me. I talked about all this shit. But, you know, that was in the beginning. That was, you know, some time back. So I'll refresh your memories. And for a lot of the new subscribers, I definitely, y'all want to hear, you know what I mean? I done took some L's. Now, did I get revenge on them L's? Some of them. Not all of them. Some of them I did. And that plays a part into my story too. But sure, why not? I remember, not the first time, but when I was an adult, a crazy situation, and we'll jump into it right now. So I was in the Beacon, the Bloody Beacon, to be specific, because that's what they was calling it, the Bloody Beacon, right? So I had got packed up from again, another house where it was all bloods, but I was rocking with some of the homies, Desperado and them. It was me and the Bad Boy King, you know what I'm saying? And a LKG King, you know what I mean? Macho and Trouble and me. And Trigger, matter of fact. Trigger came after. But anyway, so, you know, it was literally just, it was 2 before I got there, then it was 3, then it ended up 4, then we ended up getting packed up because a lot of the homies wasn't feeling the fact that they had a decent amount of kings. Not a decent amount, a small amount of kings, but we was rocking. You know what I'm saying? So, shit hit the fan, whatever the case may be. I talked on this also. But I'm going to fast forward it to a situation where, because I ended up getting packed up and I got sent to the other side of the Beacon, where I found, to my amazement, mad kings who, a decent percentage of them were straight soft, who came to my house, which was 8B, and basically they folded like beach chairs and chose to take it to the bubble, take it to the gate, pack their shit and leave. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't trying to put work in, wasn't trying to bang. They was trying to leave type shit. So these bros, these kings, they was hiding. I say hiding, I don't care. They was hiding in the annex of the Beacon. So now I get packed up. They send me to the Beacon. This is when I go back to the Bad Boy King story. I'm talking about the Bad Boy Kings. And the twin that pulled up there. And we had they tried to bring me up on charges. You know what I'm saying? Insubordination and all that. Trying to say I went against the grain. And, you know, there's a whole story on that. Go check it out. Bad Boy Kings. So, when that happens, that takes place, I still stay in the annex. So I ended up in the house with a notorious Crip dude called Hollywood. Know what I mean? So now Hollywood was the only Crip in that whole house. And it was, again, the majority bloods. It was me and some other bro called Honesty. Salute the Honesty. And another bro, I forget his name. So it was 3 of us only. But we had a king phone. It was really a Spanish phone, but we had a king phone. It was like 3, 4 phones in the annex. It was different. So you had one Crip dude, Hollywood. And none of the bloods was doing anything to this dude. They wasn't pressing him. They wasn't doing nothing. The dude had slot time on the blood phone. Real talk. So it was amazing to me to see. But it wasn't weird for me to see because I've seen shit like that happen. Whenever there's a real one, that's really like that, and they done heard about this real one, 9 times out of 10, dudes, I mean, it'll take a certain particular type of lion to really address that situation, right? So me being the ignorant young nigga at this time, I'm an adult, I'm in my 20s. I'm going to school floor a lot. I go to the school floor a lot, you know what I'm saying? And all the homies is there, the school floor, meet up with some of my bros too on the school floor. That's where the annex and the projects end up meeting up. So I'm up on the school floor and I bring up, it was a situation, I forget exactly what happened, but it was this dude, Old Dog. And we was in the bullpens together. And Hollywood was in the bullpens with us, right? But Old Dog was by himself. And everybody was talking prior, like, yo, if I'm around this dude, I'm gonna tear his head off, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because everybody heard about how Hollywood was knocking niggas' heads off. Like, he was knocking dudes out, putting a lot of the homies to sleep. So, a lot of the homies, they had hits out home left and right. You know what I mean? To my knowledge, you get a whole whip, you get a whole hood if you knock his head off, right? So, a lot of tried, a lot failed. So, although I remember we was in the pens, I forget for what reason, and I'm like, yo, they go Hollywood right there. Although like, word, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And nothing happens. I'm like, yo, I'm kind of instigating a little bit. I'm like, yo, what up? I mean, like, what's up? Old Dog ain't with it, right? So we on the school floor now, and I start catching wreck on Old Dog in front of his homies and all that. I'm like, yo, nigga, what happened? I mean, when Hollywood was there, niggas ain't really, you know what I mean, shake like that. So him and a couple of other homies, like, niggas started catching, like, yo, homie, you was in the pens with Hollywood. They start G-checking him and all that. He's like getting defensive. Nah, I mean, it wasn't like that, homie. I had to, whatever reason or excuse he gave for not making the movie, he gave. I'm in there antagonizing, you know what I mean? Being the DICKHEAD that I am. You know what I mean? I'm instigating an attack. I'm like, come on, son. Like, I mean, I thought you said you gonna pop that bottle. You feel me? So, dudes ain't like that. Some of the homies ain't like that I didn't know like that. They're like, yo, who this? Know what I mean? King nigga talking shit to the homie like that, I guess. Know what I mean? Words was said. So, not that day, like the next day I come back, boom. Everything peaches and cream, dudes just rock me to sleep like it was nothing. Unbeknownst to me, that day when they went back to the house, they had a whole powwow. Old Dog got in trouble for not popping that bottle on Hollywood, right? So then they like, yo, my name popped up, and he was supposed to, I mean, pop that bottle on yours truly. So we're leaving the school floor. And I've told this story before, but hey, we're leaving the school floor. Me and the twin Columbia was the only, and this Yenta dude, I think his name was Chino. We was leaving the school floor. And we're leaving the school floor, Old Dog is behind me. He hits me from behind. Mom! Almost knocked me out, twin. I ain't gonna lie, caught me. Boom. I ain't had no idea this was about to happen. I was lacking. You feel me? Due to the fact that Columbia, aka Pokemon, because that was before he graduated from the Pokemon and was going under Columbia. This is Pokemon, I mean, his name was Columbia. So he, being the line that he is, held me down. I mean, him and the Nieta dude, Chino. So, cause I was on my knee. Niggas like, yo, bro, you took a knee, twin. And I was like, I was, nigga, rock me, call me from behind, bro. Mom. Almost dropped me, twin. Almost got knocked out. Didn't get knocked out. Thank God. But I was in and out. He caught me nice. So the bro, know what I mean, held me down. Dudes was forming around me. The bro popped the bottle. Know what I mean? Nigga carried me over the way. They send us all the way to the YME pins. We get to the YME pins. I end up closing my eyes, bro. I ain't took a nap, you heard? Real talk. I wake up a couple minutes later, whatever amount of time later. Colombia, aka Pokemon, is in the pens with me. And the Nieta dude, Chino's in the cell with me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened, twin? They're like, yo, this nigga old dog popped on you. Boom, I start remember. I didn't even remember. Now I start remembering. Now I'm getting tired. I'm mad. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, nigga, what? Like, yeah, you came into the cell, you laid right back down. You said your head hurt and you end up going to sleep. Which is not good. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to go to sleep when you get a head injury or whatever. But anyway, so this is real shit. You know what I mean? You ain't sugarcoating nothing. That's what happened. I wake up, now dude just telling me what happened. I'm like, what? I'm like, who? Old dog? I'm mad tight. Cause I'm like, this nigga ain't built like that. I'm like, what? So I get on the gate. Old dog is in one of the pins, the YME pins, a couple of other the homies. They tried to move on me when I got hit from behind. Is on the gate. So I get on the gate. I'm like, I start talking my shit. I'm like, yo, you bitch ass nigga, you hit me from behind, you suck ass nigga, I'm going in. Whoa, from behind? That's what I kept saying. I remember I was just mad insulted that he hit me from behind. You feel me? Like, that was the shit that really bothered me. You ain't square up with me. You ain't call me out. You literally hit me from behind. So that bothered me. That shit ate my ego up. My pride was fucked up because you hit me from behind. Then you didn't even give me an opportunity to defend myself type shit. So that was just like, it was eating me up inside. So I'm on the gate talking, wow, shit now. He over there playing it off nonchalantly, like, yo, nah, man, that's what happens when you run your mouth, boom, talking shit. Nah, man, I'm like, word, watch when I see you, it's gonna be on and popping, it's gonna be on and popping. Now, listen, this story leads into my stories. They get cut into parts because they transition into different things that take place. Some pop that bottle on me. Word, I give it to old dog. He got that one up on Chulo. He got that one. Right? And then they end up separating us to another. I end up getting moved to another house and all that. You know what I mean? Through the fact that some of the homies was in that house that went to school that popped off that was in the same house with me. So they ended up moving me to another house, but I still stood in the annex. Right? And shit ends up transpiring again when we on the visiting floor. Now, mind you, I haven't seen this dude in like a month now. I mean, I never get to see him. That YME shit, we talking shit, nothing pops off. I end up getting moved back to another house. He ends up going to another house, whatever case may be, boom, boom. I don't see him no more. He don't go to the school floor no more, none of that. I'm still going to the school floor. He ain't going to the school floor no more. He ended up, believe he went to the box. That's what happened. He went to the box. But now, a month later, we have a festival for the people that's in school on the visiting floor. Who do I see on that visiting floor? But yours truly, Old Dog, and me. I'm like, look at this nigga. And we're going to pick it up from there.